Hi, are you candidate 219?
Yes, I am.
Welcome you to the final round interview of the TikTok Shop e-commerce B2B marketing managers. My name is Hun Công Nghĩa. I'm currently working as the manager at HR department of TikTok. So, are you ready for an interview?
Yes, of course.
So, let's get started. Before getting into your deeper informations, I will ask you about, could you briefly introduce yourself?
Yes, and as you know, my name is Thanh Ngân and I would like to be your company next B2B e-commerce marketing manager. And a little bit about myself, I'm an eager to learn individuals who always want to discover various aspects in this world, and especially in the customer behavior, in the satisfactions, in the purchase intention, etc. Moreover, I also interested in technology, so that's why I become a marketer and work specifically for some tech companies. And one of my most proud achievements is the B2B project manager UI UX in Beijing. And I've learned a lot of things in that positions, and I hope that my experience can support your company's work in the future if I have a chance. Thank you.
My name is Minh Hiếu. I'm a student. I was a student major in marketing in University of Economics. So at the first year, I joined the agency, which is a media agency. There, I joined as a media intern. I help companies build campaigns, advertising campaigns for lots of different companies, and in which 5 of them has been on the top 5 buzz metrics. From 2017 to 2019, I joined Lazada as a marketing executive. There I plan and execute events, marketing campaigns and strategy as well. Then my most recent job is working as a strategic planner for Shopee from 2019 to 2021. I would describe myself as a pragmatic and sociable person. I'm really good at teamworking, and I have a deep passion for marketing as well. So I believe with my majoring in marketing and my deep passion for it, and as well as my other grades, I believe I can contribute greatly to firms or companies that I work at.
Could you tell me about your strengths and weaknesses?
Yes, of course. Regarding my strengths, I will tell you 3 points. First one, I believe that I have good communication skills in both the internal and external sides, and I can communicate well in Vietnamese and English also. And moreover, I'm learning Chinese Mandarin so that in the future I believe that I can use this kind of language and apply this to my communications. And another point of my strength is the business intelligence and data analysis. And because my degree is data analysis, so I am confident to have a logical thinking and data-driven mindset. And so, and during my career path, I also sharpened my analytical knowledge and skills and improve my business intelligence too, because therefore I believe that I can solve the problems of your company in a logical and data-driven way. And the last strength I would like to mention is the preference of following the discipline in organizing everything clearly, this strength helps me to overcome a lot of challenges when I work in the Quân and Beijing, and of course in my life also. So, however, I also have some weaknesses that need to change, such as easy to lose a temper when working under the pressure, and the obsessions of to the perfectionism. So if somebody annoys me when I work under a heavy pressure, I cannot I cannot patient and I cannot be tolerant with that individual, and I may behave in impolite ways. So moreover, with about the perfections, I want to have the most perfect results, so I may impatient with anyone that destroys the work of the overall. So I also put too much effort, and I hope my work to be as most perfect as I can. So sometimes it may make me exhausted, and I cannot perform the next job well, because I lose my energy. That's all.
Could you tell us about your strengths and weaknesses?
Of course, my strength, I would say that my background, my marketing background in the B2B part of the marketing is one of my strengths. I have been working and collaborating with a lot of agencies and companies, and I know how they work and how the B2B market today looks like. Another strength of mine is that I have told you that I am a really good team player, and I can really bring out the best in people, and really responsible for the work that I am responsible for, and make sure that it can be delivered on progress or be up to standards. One of my weaknesses is, well, I have been a TikTok user myself, so I would say that that is one of my strengths as well. Being a frequent user of TikTok make me realize a lot of things about TikTok and see how potential this platform is. However, one of my weaknesses is that I am not entirely familiar with TikTok Shop, which is a platform that TikTok launched recently. I know the basics behind it, but I don't really. I'm not fully aware about the mechanics behind TikTok Shop, and I would love to become part of this and help TikTok Shop thrive and bring it closer to the customers.
For the weaknesses that you mentioned above, could you please show us what did you do to solve them?
Okay, currently I'm practicing meditation daily when I feel that I'm angry, and I do breathing exercises to keep myself calm. And moreover, I try to open my heart, and I try to be more patient and slower when everyone cannot follow my speed, and that's how I try to improve my weakness.
For the weaknesses above, could you please tell me what did you do to solve them?
So I mentioned that I am not entirely familiar with this new platform because it is recently released. However, it really made me scared because of its potential. I can make a small mistake and it could lead to detrimental consequences. But however, I believe with my experience in the omni-channel marketing and management, and also with my excellent use of English, I forgot to mention that I have a IELTS 7.5, and I also learned English throughout my entire life in high school or in college or in university, and in my free time I also watch English content on TikTok or by movies as well. So I am pretty confident in my English use, and also with my experience in the marketing B2B field, I believe that I could really bring TikTok Shop to a higher level. Yeah, thank you.
So let's think about cases that when you need to work as a team. So you need to motivate your members who does not like to do the jobs. So what did you do?
Let me think a little bit. It was a time I worked in the One Entertainment, and at that time we were preparing for the program Người ấy là ai season 2, and everything was nearly finished. However, one of the most important supporters who was in charge of communicating with KOLs, he lost his motivation and wanted to quit his job. But if he did that, our progress would be affected, and therefore, as an executive, I had to communicate with him and persuaded him to stay at the company at that position at that time too. And firstly, I arranged a personal meeting with that person at the coffee shop, at a comfortable coffee shop, so that he could willing to open his heart and share with me. And I asked him the reason why he wanted to quit that job. And then based on what he said, I analyzed the situation, like because you think that this is the problem, but actually the situation is not, and if you do this, it would be better. But because you do that, it leads to another result and makes you feel uncomfortable. But you can do something to improve and to fix that, and just something like that. And moreover, I try to encourage him. Before the discussion with him, I had asked my boss to boost his salary and gave him a promise for a higher position if he still worked in that job and achieved the KPI for the programs. So when I offered this for him, and after 2-hour discussion trying to solve the problems, we came to a conclusion that he would stay in that position until the program finished and receive a higher salary. And during the time that individual stayed in his position, he did a great job and contributed greatly to the success of the program Người ấy là ai season 2. That's all.
Now an instant that you need to motivate your employee to do a task which they dislike to do that. So what did you do in that cases?
Oh, I can think of a really good story for you. So there was this time at Shopee where I worked as a strategic planner. As you know, when being a strategic planner, you have to plan stuff, you have to make proposals, and you need to back up your ideas, your opinions with background studies, research, and things that could prove that your ideas that could work. So there was a conflict of opinions between me, a strategic planner, and another marketing executive. His idea was not approved, and because he has to do an idea that he disliked, or I'm not sure if he disliked it at the time, so he refused to do it or do it with slack, and so there's a method that I would approach to this situation. First, I would ask the person that is struggling with the task to see if it's because of external reasons, like is there something bad happened to him recently, something like that. So I found out that he just disliked the job that he's doing and refused to do it. At the time, I know that he wasn't willing enough to share everything, and that is and he didn't tell me the real reason behind why he did not wanted to follow the instruction that I gave him. So I actually invited him to a well, you could say that is a family meeting. We have a gathering at our company, and I invited I arranged a party and I invited coworkers from around my department to come eat, chat, stuff like that. And there I, because I has been planning it for a long time, not just because I planned it just for him, you know. So I turns out I invited him as well, and there at the party, I asked about his situations, and it turns out that it wasn't like who ideas was better. He just wanted his idea to be appreciated, you know. And well, I gave him some clear, and well, I try to not mansplaining it and try to really give constructive feedback to him, and he understood my good intentions and understand my circumstances, and well, he continued to do the job efficiently. But even if he still not if there's an occasion where he wouldn't be able to understand and try to neglect the task, then I would have to report to my superior, because this is a group project and one person could affect the whole company, you know. So I would have no other choice but to report to my manager.
What was the biggest difference of opinion that you ever had with your coworker, and how did you resolve their situations?
Okay. The most challenging difference of opinion I ever had with my coworker is when it was in Beijing, and as the project manager and in charge of UI UX of the app. And the conflict occurred when the app first launched in Vietnam, and the manager who was in charge of technology, he wanted to reduce the capacity of the app, and this meant something related to the design of an app had to be scaled down. And however, this would make the user experience of the customers decrease. But if we didn't do that, the capacity of the app is too large, and this also affect to the customer experience too. So we had to solve this problem, and we arranged a personal meeting with him, and then I listed down some good points and bad points related to our problems. He also did that, and after that we compare with each other to choose which one is necessary for an app, and which one was necessary and which one was redundant, and we could reject it. And after a long time discussing together, and we went to a final conclusion, and we could have an app, as you can see on CH Play or App Store, and it can be said that that app at the first time launch achieved a lot of goals as we have set before. That's all.
What was the biggest difference between your opinion and your coworker opinion, and what did you do to resolve it?
The biggest difference, huh? Okay, I can think of an instance for you. So there was this time where I was working at Lazada as a marketing executive. There I plan and execute marketing campaigns and stuff like that. So in September 2018, Lazada launched Last Mall, which is a platform for people for purchases, which is completely authentic, and customer could buy them freely without worrying that is it fake or is it copying from another brand. they would think like that, and that would really bring great benefits to both businesses and customers as well. So there, because they launched the last mall, they obviously want it to be noticed by many businesses and want them to join the platform. So at the time, my team, because we wanted to be aware by as much people as possible or as much businesses as possible, they would easily think about spamming ads and email ads and ads that could really amplifying the core strengths of last mall and how it works. However, because this is just the launching of last mall, I have a different opinion of them on the matter. I would think that in order to be able to really attract and keep the business involved with last mall, we would have to be able to build brand equity and brand love along the way. So that's why I suggest SEO improvement on the SEO part of the marketing campaigns, and also I would try to improve on the blogs and the guides that business could read into and see how is the platform work, what is the benefit that they could gain from the platform, what kind of commissions, stuff like that, or how much profit that they could gain when they use the platform. And well, turns out actually because I have data-driven proposal and I have research to back up my ideas, my superior was I was able to convince my superior, and after launching the SEO optimizations and after launching posts about guides and blogs and stuff that connects business with last mall, I actually increased the business $1,000 in sales for over the course of 2 months, and I also gained a lot of new businesses and customers along the way in those 2 months as well. And well, actually until now, up to like 2021, those customers is still one of our loyal clients and really supported in many ways that the business operates. Yeah, that is all.
So the next question, what is your expectation of this position?
If I have a chance to receive this position from your company, I wish that the higher managers, they can be open to the new things and they can create the opportunities for me and for my teams to do things within the direction, because I recognize that TikTok Shop is a very, very potential e-commerce platform in the near future, and I believe that with my experience in marketing, in e-commerce, I can help TikTok Shop become the top e-commerce platform in the future. I just hope that. Thank you.
Next questions. What is your expectations about these positions?
Okay. Expectations, huh? I research about TikTok a lot, and well, I noticed that before TikTok Shop, for people to buy products to content creators, they have to click on the content creators himself and then go through his bio and then click on the products, the type of products that you want to buy, and then you have to go through a landing page and then choose the product, and then you have to go through a lot of traffic. Could you say traffic? A lot of process is the word. You have to go through a lot of process in order to completely make a purchase. However, TikTok Shop has made it significantly easier. Well, when you need to buy products from a content creator, you just need to click on their bio and then click on the TikTok shop icons, and then you just choose the product that you want. It's that simple. And well, not just that, from scrolling through TikTok, I have seen many content creators who promotes not just their own products but other people products as well, and they are really creative in the way they promote the products. They don't just talk about the products or its usage. They talk about the story behind it in a very natural way. They build the story, the brand equity behind it as well, and they really give the emotional benefits of the products to the customer, and the customer really knows how the product works and the story behind it. And well, that is a great thing about TikTok as well, because TikTok is very interactive, and the content that is able to hold TikTok users is very valuable. And from this, to answer this question, from this knowledge that I learned from TikTok, I could see that TikTok is a very potential place for me and my future co-workers if I have the chance to really form and promote the products and services in many creative way. And also I could see rooms for improvement for TikTok shop in order for them to be able to better their transactions or choose their the payment method, or boost the reliability of TikTok shop. Many ways I could think of to improve the TikTok shop. So I believe that this position, not only me, but this position, and I could give it a lot of room for promotions. Yeah, that is all.
So, what could I ask for your expected salaries for this position?
I think it should be 20 million Vietnam dong, and I hope that your company can pay that amount for me.
Yes, thank you for your sharing. However, when I received the brief from the CEO, the budget for this position is only 15 million Vietnam dong. So, what do you think about that salary range?
I think it is the average salary in the market, right? But actually, I believe that I have enough experience and even more experience in this industry, because I have experience in both marketing and e-commerce, and so I believe that with my experience I can help your TikTok shop go to the top of mind of the users in the e-commerce, and it can grow more and even more. So I believe that this range, this outcome for me is worth it.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So I have received your answer, and we will have a discussion later about this issue. So and that is the end of the final round interview. Thank you so much for your time spending here with us, and for further information or the future announcement, we will contact you through emails and mobile phone.
Okay, thank you. I hope that we can work together in the future soon.
Yes, I hope that you can work together.
Okay.
So for these positions, what is your expected salaries?
So I researched the job market, and based on my experience in the B2B field and also the normal rate, I would believe that I deserve the salary at about 15 million Vietnam dong. That's my reasonable amount.
Yes, for this position, we also reached the salaries at 15 million Vietnam dong. So I hope that in the future we can have a chance to collab with each other. Okay, thank you so much for your time spending here. And this is the end of the final interview round. So for further information or the future announcement, we will contact you through email or mobile phone.
Okay, thank you so much for having me today. I'm really looking forward to working with you.
Okay, me too. Really looking forward to it.